he said that. No. Listen, if you know, you know, and I hope you know. And if you know, I'm so sorry.
Welcome to MK before breaking the fast, before the sun goes down.
Yeah.
Again.
I am so sleepy.
Bitch, me too. I
this
I literally just woke up like 20 minutes ago.
this is the one where we just woke up because I just woke up really. I woke up like 10 minutes before you.
Oh, beer. Okay. So
We're
we
in
had
sync.
planned a time. We had planned a time frame on when to record today. Which was between 12 and 3 o'clock, and we both woke up at like
2:30,
like
around
two
2:30.
thirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
But we have a good reason for waking up late because we stayed up. We stayed up out late
Yeah.
together last night.
Yesterday we went out, and I think I got home at like 5 a.m. We stayed out
Bitch.
late.
This
Yeah.
was the latest that I've gotten home in my life,
In
and
your life?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow, that's a privilege and an honor for me. I was the
And
one that kept you up.
it's so
Um,
funny that before we went out, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to stay out late, not because of anything, just because I don't like to, but I was having so much fun that like I just didn't feel the time go.
yeah, listen. I so we just hung out at like someone's place, and I played we were just like, we were doing activities, and we played Cluedo twice. That was the first time I'd ever played it. I played it once before,
Mm-hmm.
a really, really long time ago, and I didn't like that. And I can't even remember what I did, and it was with a bunch of people I didn't like anyways, so it was like it
Yeah.
wasn't fun. Um, what an interesting board game, I must say. It's a really interesting board game.
I
Yeah.
really like it. Like it's such a. I don't think I've played a board game that's quite like it.
No,
Where
listen,
it's
this
like,
got me thinking because someone had suggested, it's like, someone was like, "Oh, this is so fun. We should play more board games or whatever." And
mhm.
I was like, interesting. So let me just look up what board games are like now because all I know is like Monopoly or whatever. And
Yeah,
like the one with the snakes and the ladders, you know that one?
yeah. I live like in my house.
So I was like, I know all these basic board games. So I looked it up, and like board games are like a huge business. Like there's some like crazy shit out there, and it's like, well, this is a completely this is like a world that I didn't know about. This is insane. Like they
What is
I
like the most interesting one that you found,
there's one where it's like
if you
you
remember?
there's one where you I don't remember what it's called, but it's like you play a campaign basically, and it's like a post-apocalyptic survival game, and it's like not a video game, and I'm like, how, what? And it's like you have to like manage your
Is it
resources and stuff like.
Pandemic?
Maybe it is. No, isn't that the one where you control
Okay.
control like sicknesses or whatever?
I have
Because
no
there's
idea.
because
I
there's
have
one
no
that's
idea. Yeah.
like you have to control like the spread of a pandemic or whatever, and it's like when COVID was happening, people were like, "Oh my god, this is just like the board game." So there's like that, but
Board games have this unhinged energy to them a little bit. Is it just
yeah.
me?
Oh my god, especially if you play with
I
people that are like crazy competitive. Like there was someone we played
yeah.
with yesterday that was crazy competitive, and it was so fun because like I'm like really chill when it comes to board games, and I'm just here for the vibes. The
Mm-hmm.
person next to me was like crazy competitive. Was like, I'm going to fucking win, and if I don't, I'm gonna throw a fit. Like it was very serious, and I
But that
enjoyed
person
that.
is competitive in like everything. Like he's fully competitive. Like when it comes to like video games, board games, anything, he just loves to win. You know.
I didn't know that about him. I didn't realize, but it makes sense now that you say it. Interesting, because I used to
I
be
mean,
like
like
that when I was younger, but
the
I kind of get
game
over it.
that like they like he always plays Smash, and that's because like yeah, and he like Smash is a very competitive game. Like he
Yeah,
really enjoys that. He hates
that's what
Mario Kart because of like the randomness of it.
he hates Mario Kart because I always win, and there's no beating me. So
Bitch, period.
you might as well not try. Literally, like, okay, I don't even know how this happened. Like last time we hung out together, I hadn't played Mario
Mhm.
Kart for like 2 years, and I was like, and if you guys know me, Mario Kart is my shit. I will like I always come out on top. Always, always,
Mhm.
always. And I hadn't played it for 2 years, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna break my streak. This is it. This is gonna ruin my reputation. And I like we started racing, and I got third place the first race, and then like fourth place the second. I was like, oh my god, this is it. It's over for me. Like my status as a Mario Kart champion is gone, and I still managed to
Yeah.
get, and I still managed to come out on top. And y'all were hating, but what can I
Bitch, I think
say?
you got second place by the end of it.
I got first place. I got first place, and I
No, you
stood up,
didn't.
and I was
No, you
like,
didn't. Let's not
I
lie.
absolutely did. And you were like, you said, okay, Kylie, it's giving Kylie. I
Uh,
remember that very
okay.
specifically. Very
Okay, I just
specifically.
remembered. Okay, I just remembered that. Okay. Not Kylie.
Y'all were hating. Y'all were hating. But you know what? What can I say? So, anyways, yeah. So,
Bitch.
like, I was looking at board games and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what I haven't played? It's not a board game,
Mhm.
but I was like, I think I may be the only nerd on the planet that has not played Dungeons and Dragons. Like,
Me too.
fully.
I didn't play it either. Uh, I always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm kind of scared to play Dungeons and Dragons with the wrong people that will turn me off of the game. Um, because it very much feels like the kind of game where you kind of get turned off by who you're playing with. Especially D&D.
I don't know how it works specifically or really. I haven't even seen like what it like it's like it does it is it like a do you like spread something out and like play on it,
Bitch,
or
I
is it
have no clue because is it like a pretend game where you
it's
just
a
make
pretend,
up
it's like an
stuff?
imagination game. That's why it's so scary. It's like you have to be creative, and I don't think I think I'm a creative person, just not in that way. You know what I mean?
So you just
You have
make
to
stuff up.
yeah, there's this person called the game master that like plans the whole plot or whatever. But I don't like you can do anything in the end. Like you can do whatever you want. Like that's interesting, but also lame. Like what is the point of playing a game that has no rules?
Yeah, because like if you play it with like boring people, it's like okay, like
um
no one's gonna do anything interesting.
I opened the door and I went like I don't you know what I mean? But like
Hmm.
some people would be like, "Oh, I used my sneaking ability to jump above the door and like to not alert anyone and get on the top floor." And I'm like, "Okay, like what is the purpose of the?" So it's like I don't know. Like, but it's like a nerd thing, and I consider myself a nerd, and I hate that I haven't even tried playing it. Like
You
I
know
haven't
what?
even
Bucket
tried
list.
playing
We
it.
have to. Bucket list. We have to play Dungeons and Dragons.
But
There's yes,
isn't Dungeons and Dragons like also like a campaign game where it's like you have to keep coming back and it's like it spans
yeah,
like weeks or
yeah,
whatever?
yeah. Pretty much. We had a Dungeons and Dragons club in our university. Um, I want to talk shit, but like this is a person that could stumble upon this pod at some point, so like I won't.
Oh, I
Um,
know who you're talking about. Is it the
okay,
same? Is it who I'm thinking of?
yeah,
Okay.
okay. I'm not gonna say anything about this person's relation to the club. Anyways,
Crusty.
um, um, so okay, yeah, we had a Dungeons and Dragons club, and I joined it because, like you, I'm like, ooh, I consider myself a nerd, but I never played D&D.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, our D&D campaigns are gonna span the entire semester, and you're gonna
Good
have,
lord.
and they're always like 3 hour sessions every week, and it's like,
Oh my god.
like, I don't know if I want to like make a commitment like that.
It's such a commitment. Did you try playing it once at least?
No, the closest thing I got into playing it is the part in Life is Strange Before the Storm. Like that's the
Same.
closest that I've gotten to playing D&D.
Same. It's like it was like this weird virtual dialogue side thing in one of the games. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like that's the closest I've ever come to either. I think it's really I don't know, like it seems like such an interesting thing because it seems like an exercise in creativity. Like what even I don't even like I don't know. I do want to try it.
But it gives me the vibe that remember in Hawkeye, like
But was it one of those things where like was it one of those things where if like you joined, you'd be locked in forever?
yeah, pretty much. No, well, no, there's two off points where like in the middle of the semester. Can you hear me? By the way,
I can.
okay. Where like in the middle of the semester, the campaign has a soft reboot or a soft reset where
Okay.
some people can leave the story and some people can join. Um, I don't know. It's like a multiversal thing that the game master planned or something. I don't know.
Okay. Interesting.
Um, yeah,
But can't they kill
you know,
off your character though? Can't they be like, oh, I shot you and you died. Bye. Or
bitch, that
something
would
like
be the
that.
most boring thing. Like, yeah, not even boring. That would be like I'd cry. I'd work so hard like creating my original
But
character,
like
and someone could just verbally just say, "I just killed you." It's like,
you literally that's how I think that's how D&D works. Like you roll a dice and based on the number, like the chances of success goes up or down.
mm,
And if like they shoot you and kill you, they can just off you and you can leave. You know what I don't know.
oh my
Like
god, that's literally it's giving like playing truth or dare, and then picking dare, and then someone daring you to go home. Like,
I'm literally so fucking scared of that. That's literally my worst nightmare. Literally.
Khalifa, I'm waiting on the day like that I land on like with someone that I don't really like, so I tell them to go home.
And also, if you play Truth or Dare and pick Dare, you're boring. Truth is always the more interesting option. I'm sorry. Like, what is a Dare going? Like, what am
Like
I in a
I'm gonna
Dare
say,
gonna do?
I have a thing for the girls that pick dare, okay? Because like you're in it, like Yani, you're more fearless because dares can be wild, but a lot of times dares are just boring.
Most of the time, I would say.
It was funny. I played the truth or dare like literally 2 days ago. We had like a picnic like with my uni friends, and
Hmm.
one of the funniest dares was okay, only you can get this, but I hope you can explain it to the audience.
Okay.
The dare was pick someone from the circle to play Ghoul Stop with you.
To play what?
Ghoul Stop.
The same one that I'm thinking of?
Yeah, that one.
Not the. Do we even want to explain that?
I, but I feel like no, please explain it in some way. I don't know how.
So okay.
It's like
So this is oh my god. So it's like it's like someone puts your hand. So someone puts their hand on you,
and
and
they
then
rub on your
they
body like
they rub on your body and they get increasingly closer to like places where you shouldn't be putting your hands basically.
mm-hmm.
And you have to yell stop or they have to yell stop. I don't remember the rules specifically. Who said
You have to
stop?
yell stop. So it's like ooh, like
I'm
if
gonna
you're
yell
in,
stop the moment you put your hands on me, weirdo.
well, that's what happened. Like that's what happened 2 days ago.
Exactly.
And the person's like stop, like immediately.
That's why theirs are so fucking boring. Whereas if it was truth, I'd be like, who do you want to touch you like that?
Oh,
In this circle, go. You know what I mean? Like it's very much
bitch,
the truth is so messy. Like I live for the messiness of truth. Theirs are
bitch.
just
Truth is
boring.
messy as hell. No, I have messy dares. Like for example, the last couple of times I played Truth or Dare, I dare and someone picked Dare. I dare them to call a past crush of theirs on speaker, and like just say, "Oh, sorry, I called you by accident." But because it's like, okay, it's not gonna do
Aww.
anything with that person, but it's like, for us, it's like, ooh, you had a crush on that person.
Oh, okay. I'd be like, call your ex and tell him you still love him.
Oh, not Shara al Haram, girl. If you watch Shara al Haram, that literally happens.
That's literally
Yeah.
and like a truth or dare scenario, or just someone says that.
No, it's like, well, it's like, okay, spoilers for Shara al Haram. Someone is getting married, okay, to someone that is a okay. There's a guy that was in a marriage and divorced, okay,
Okay.
and he's getting married to someone new.
Okay.
On the day of the wedding, his
Is it the bald
ex-wife,
guy?
yeah, the bald guy.
Okay.
On the day of the wedding, his ex-wife comes to his soon-to-be wife, and
Mhm.
like, they just talk things out, and then the soon-to-be wife is like, "Can you text him and tell him you want him back?" and I want to see how he reacts.
Is it the? Oh my God! Is it the one with the messy little girl that keeps texts?
Yes, that.
Yeah, guys. This is there's this Arab TV show that's airing right now called Shara Haram, and it's like telenovela level of like bullshit happening. And it's like
Bitch.
there's this guy that has like a that had a past relationship with someone, and they have a little daughter together. And this little daughter is the devil incarnate. She's sending texts from her mom's phone, telling her dad, like, he's I still love you or whatever, and like shit like that. And it's like, girl, what are you doing? You're like 4 years old. Let's calm down. And then when they confronted her, she was like, well, I want you to be back together, and it was happy. And I'm like, you don't, girl, just stay out of it.
Bitch, yesterday's episode, she the little girl put on like red lipstick and went to her dad's closet and like kissed like his clothes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh Allah, I swear. Like, is it that serious?
This little girl is a devil.
The thing is, she hates her mom. So, like, why do you want them back together? Like, that doesn't make sense.
The chaotic energy. Oh my God. I didn't even think of that's so iconic, actually.
You know that? Okay, I'm about to expose someone. You know that there's someone we know that did that?
They came for you.
Huh?
They came for you. You said you said and you got cut off.
Okay, am I back?
Yeah.
You know that there's someone we know that did that?
Shut up.
I'm gonna let you guess who. Or no, maybe I should just say like their nickname.
Wait. I want to guess.
Okay. Who
Is
seems like the type of person that would do that?
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Oh, it's W.
No.
No?
No. Hell no.
So the boy put on lipstick and kissed clothes?
Yeah.
A boy we know?
Yeah.
Who is it? Tell me who. I can't think of anyone.
It's Shauna.
Shut the fuck up.
It was at the time when his dad married a new woman, like a second wife.
That's the last.
I know. Bitch, I remember being in 4th grade and hearing about this.
That's the last person that I would have thought of. That's the last person that I would have thought of. I thought the boy was doing it to fuck with the reason I said W was I thought it was like current relationship stuff, not when they were kids. And I didn't know it was like the same exact situation. Oh my God.
Exact same situation. Like his dad married someone new and like he went into like and he did that because he wanted to like make issues. Wait. It's not Shauna. I just remembered who it actually is.
Who is it?
Oh my God, this I can't say. Okay, this I'll tell you after the pod.
No, please let me. Do we have a nickname for him?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, but I can tell why I thought it was Shauna. No, not both people are black. That's not why.
Okay, good.
No, but I can tell why I thought it was Shauna. Okay. I just remembered who actually did it.
Okay, let me know after the pod. I'm sorry, pod people. This is like
exclusive content.
Join our Patreon if you want to hear who it is.
Yeah, it's still someone you know though.
Interesting, very very interesting. So I don't know how we got to this point, but yeah, truth or dares. I always go for truth because they're boring. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry,
guys. Okay, this is so embarrassing for me. This is like an embarrassing moment. Should I tell the story about the crush? That I was playing truth or dare.
Oh no. Say it. I want to clown you like in the pod. Say it.
So there was someone I had a crush on. And it didn't really. It was a long time ago, and it didn't really go anywhere. Whatever, blah blah blah. Like there were some reciprocated feelings. Whatever, blah blah blah, whatever. Cut to like 2 months ago, and I'm like, do I want to open that door again? And I almost texted them, hey. This is so embarrassing. This is literally so embarrassing for me. I don't know what the fuck I was on. I text them, hey, I was playing truth or dare. I was playing like group truth or dare, and someone dared me to to like text my ex my first ex crush or whatever, and I was like, I thought of you. I didn't send. I sent it to Mbarak, and he was like, "You fucking clown, piece of dog shit. Do not do that. You're. That's terrible.
Bitch,
Don't."
because this was like something like from 4 years ago. Like
This was a long time ago. A long time
maybe
ago.
even 5 years at this point.
It's 2018 something.
Mm,
It's 4 years.
4 years, okay.
Yeah. So thank you for telling me not to do that, but I still have the thing in my
Just in
notes
case
app.
you want to, right?
Just in case, break glass in case of emergency. It's very bad.
Bitch,
But
this is the most clown. I can't.
but I have it on there like just to laugh at it because I don't know what the fuck was going on with me. But yeah, it was just I like, oh my god, if I would have regretted it so much if I had sent it. So thank you for not making me like not
I
for
was
convincing
not
me not to
about
do
to.
that.
Haifa, I have a problem with like being kind of assertive and like kind of shutting someone down, but I
Yeah.
had to do it with this one.
You
Like
had to do it with this. You were like, "Oh, this is a listen. This is like, what the fuck are you doing? This is some
yeah,
like Cassie from Euphoria shit. Like, you need to stop doing that." And I was like,
I'm so happy that you
"Okay."
didn't send it. I want to go. I want to circle back to truth or dare, truth or dare.
Yeah.
What is your most what is the question you're most scared of being asked in truth or dare?
A question I'm like most afraid of being asked. That's an
Yeah.
interesting question. I don't know because I love being asked like hard questions because I'm a very open person, sometimes open to a fault. So I'm part of like this this is a little bit of a tangent. I'm a part of this like Discord group. It's like a game club or whatever. And I'm very open on it because it's like a bunch of strangers and it's like might as well, you know what I mean? Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm very open on it. Someone once DM'd me and they were like, are you sure you want to share that? And I was like, I started because I shared something and they DM'd me and they were like, are you sure you want to share that? That seems like really personal. I was like, whatever, who cares? And they were like, period, okay. But I'm a very open person, so there's not really something I'm afraid of being asked. So I don't know, but like I guess I'm afraid of being asked a question that I have like complicated feelings. Like if they ask me about someone and I have complicated feelings about that person to the point where I don't know how to answer, that's like that pisses me off. And that's like, ugh, I like to have like a, you know, a clear idea of each person, like of how I feel about every single thing about my life, you know, in my life. So yeah, what about you?
That's so interesting because I played Truth or Dare like 2 days ago, and I've been waiting to get asked like a juicy question, but every time like it gets to me, I'm like, "Hello, like you can ask like a really big question," and they're like, "Yeah, but you're such an open book, like we kind of know everything," and I'm like, like."
No, they don't.
I'm like, there's a lot of stuff that you don't know about me, but okay.
Yeah.
What is the question I'm most scared? Wait, sorry, yeah?
No, go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a question that I'm scared of because just like you, I am an open book, but like I also enjoy the thrill of like, oh, do I have to say this? You know, like I enjoy that. Like I really do.
That has been getting increasingly difficult for me to get to that point because I'm so open. That's like I very rarely feel that anymore. Because so if someone asks me like a very personal question, I'm always like, yeah, blah blah blah, and they're like,
yeah, you're very matter of fact about these things.
I'm very matter of fact about like, you know, very personal things and stuff like that. So because I kind of had to be to like deal with that.
Yeah.
Fat like it's really tough for me to just not to feel that way anymore, even though I love the rush of it for sure. But if I'm ever playing Truth or Dare with you, do not expect me to choose Dare because that's so fucking boring. Unless the Dare is like something really juicy and really messy, hit me. But like if you dare me to like stand up and like go in a circle. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what the hell is this? Ask me, do some juicy shit. Like that's what the game's about. You know what
Mhm.
I mean?
And that's
So
why I feel like Truth or Dare, you don't play it with someone that you're not close to, A. B, you're not planning to get close to. Like,
yeah, I
it
love
has to be like someone that you're tight with and some level.
that's true, but I love the gag factor of like someone asking a question they really think is like juicy, and you answering like in a matter of fact way, and like the look on their faces like completely change. I love
Wait, quick
that.
question.
I love that.
In 12th grade, when we went on the boat trip, did we play Truth or Dare?
Yes.
Okay, that was juicy. Like that
That was
was
juicy. That was juicy. Some shit came out. Some like someone had asked me to my face
uh
about something that was going on, and I was like, yeah. And the other person was like,
Remember there was a moment where like I got called out for something
yeah,
and like
yeah.
multiple people were like, "We all see it," but I've been like, "Oh my god, this was
that
that was a good."
that was juicy. That was juicy. Oh my god, that whole trip was absolutely insane. Like I can't believe
Yeah,
you did that.
it was really fun. It was really
Yeah.
fun. I would want a reunion, but like I don't know if we'd still mesh together
I don't know if we still mesh together, and I also think like we're too scattered to
around the
have a
world.
reunion. So many people have gone, to so many places. Some people
Yeah,
went back home. Some people are studying abroad. I think we're one of the few people that are still here, me and you, from that class. Actually,
I don't know if that's sad or good
that's
because like
sad.
I'm I'm conflicted by the way about staying here because I don't know why. Ever since I was a kid, the dream has always been leaving here.
Yeah,
It's always been like, oh, my dreams are too big for this small town, and like I need to leave, and like I need to go to New
yeah,
York or whatever.
yeah.
Um, and when I graduated high school and I didn't get to leave, I was a little bit sad about it. I felt some type of way about it, but I think now, in hindsight, I'm happy that I didn't because there is a level of comfort of being at your own, like staying in like your comfort place. Like,
Absolutely. I agree. Listen, I am pretty bummed that I didn't get to leave,
mhm,
but also I realized that I would not have been able to you know, handle living abroad alone. Like that,
mhm.
I would not have been able to handle that because at at 18 years old,
Yeah, that's a lot
there
for an
there
18
were
year.
some like basic human things that I didn't know how to do, like
Yeah.
on a basic level, and it was I can't even imagine, 18-year-old me
Mhm.
studying overseas alone. I can't even imagine like 21-year-old me studying overseas alone. You know what I mean? Like that's a giant step, and like props to the people that left and are
Mhm.
able to do that.
Yeah,
That's not me. Like I can't do
it's a
that. You
hard
know what I
thing.
mean?
It's a hard thing to
Yeah.
do.
However, I am planning, if I ever do my master's, I am planning to study abroad because I think I know how to handle it better right now. It's still gonna be
Yeah.
tough, but like I'm in a much better place and I'm much more equipped than I was when I was 18,
Mhm.
now with 21. And I'm sure I'm gonna
Oh,
be
for
even more
sure.
equipped
And
whenever
also
I
in
do my
hindsight,
master's.
when you look at like the stuff that happened to you these past 4 years, it's like, ooh, like I am thankful that I'm here while this stuff
Yeah.
happened.
Oh, yeah. I've had a rough couple of years in terms of
Mm,
like mental and physical health and,
yeah.
changes and like just changes all over. It was like, oh, they have been, I have lived, um, I have lived these past 4 years. Like, I don't know how to phrase this, but I've been through stuff in these past 4 years that people that have lived for 25 years haven't gone through. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So many things have happened to me in these 4 years that have completely changed and flipped me over. And like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm really grateful that, I had like the comfort of like, being in my room
yeah.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah, we
yeah,
really
yeah.
like, actually, I think it's not even like where we are right now. It's like the room. Like my room, I've lived in my entire life, and
Yes.
it's just like I want to take it everywhere with me. Like it's just so comforting. I don't know.
Speaking of, have you
Yeah.
ever like moved houses?
No, I've lived in the same house my whole life.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. When
Wait,
so
does it count when I moved overseas for a year? Does that count as moving houses?
no,
No, right?
because you came back to your room.
Okay, period.
Here's the thing. So up until when I was 3, I'd lived somewhere else,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been in this house since I was like 3.
Okay.
Um, I don't even remember my old house. Like I can't even remember anything of it because I was so young. My
Mm-hmm.
first like vivid memory was in this house. So it's like I've lived here my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
However, in a month we're gonna start reconstruct. So basically, we're gonna move house. We're not gonna move. We're just gonna like tear the entire house down and build it from the ground up again.
Mm-hmm.
So that means like everything is gonna change, and I don't think I'm like physically and mentally ready for that. Not just my
Yeah.
room, just the entire house, because our house has gone through like major changes,
Mm-hmm.
major, but like it's still the same building. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's still like the same corners, the same, the same places of everything. My room specifically has a very unique shape because it was added later. My room used to be a really small balcony, and
Mm.
then they expanded it like tenfold to make it a giant room.
Oh, period.
So it has a really unique shape of like my room isn't a square or a rectangle. It's like there are like multiple shapes in one room. Like it's really interesting. Like I've never seen a room shaped like this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like so it's like it's memorable, but we're about to tear it down and rebuild it from the ground up, and it's going to look like a regular room. Um, and I'm going to be like on the third floor, and it's going to be like, I don't know.
You're gonna have to have like that Hannah Montana moment, like when she says goodbye to her old house. You know, like when she like kissed the window as she was
Yeah,
leaving.
yeah, 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 yeah. I
Like
remember that. I remember that.
you have to do that.
Oh God. Like listen, but like I don't know, like part of me has like changed. This sounds like such a white American thing to say, and I'm so sorry. This is very much like the cover page of like some novel written by like, Jane Elliott or whatever. Um
Okay.
isn't Jane no Jane Elliott isn't she like the one that fought for like, racial divide or whatever? Like Jane Elliott, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to drag, but whatever. Um
It is an
but
American diversity educator.
I'm so sorry, girl. Go you, go you. But like, that's the first white name that popped in my head.
Mhm.
Um, it's giving very much like because I changed as a person. Maybe it's time for like a room change. You know what I mean?
uh,
Maybe it might complete the transformation.
no, I get that. By the way, a new room? Oh my god, like that is like okay. Recently changed up my entire room, okay?
Okay.
Little by little. It wasn't like a big like transformation like all at once.
Mm.
But I started with like little things and it started becoming like bigger things and yeah. Anyways, now my room is completely different than the way it was a year ago and a year before that. Um and I don't know why, but like just the like okay, being in the physical space that I'm comfortable with different surroundings gives this kind of euphoric feeling of like oh, like my room is changing as I am, like it's changing with me. I don't know.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Okay.
Um, I've changed like the furniture. My room, okay, my room used to be tacky the house down. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
room used to have my room my the walls of my room. So okay, so I used to be. This is I'm gonna take you on a journey. I had a really I, my first room was a smaller room on the other side of the house from
Mm-hmm.
where I am right now. That was the room I spent. That was my room from like when I was when I was so 3 to 6 or 7, I used to sleep with my parents. So it's like I didn't really have my own room necessarily. That small room was my room from like 7 to 13
Oh,
or
okay.
12.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be a really small room. Like the walls were blue, and my bed had like it was basically like a person with giant feet. It was giving very Disneyland. I was like, This I live. And I was like, I almost forced my parents to paint clouds on the walls of my room. Like I was like, I want to be in the sky.
Oh,
Make me feel that way. And they were like,
I love
bestie,
that.
we're not gonna we didn't. But
Oh, okay.
so it was just blue. But it was blue because I asked for it and I was like, I want to feel like I'm floating because I used to watch Extreme Home Makeover and I was like, these rooms are the shit. I want something like that. And I can't
Hmm.
get that, but I'm gonna try. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah.
Um, so my furniture was like all like, hands and like legs and stuff like that. It was very, very fun. It was like
It's
cartoonish and
giving
really, very
Murder
fun.
House a little bit. Like it's
Not like actual legs. It was like, like Mickey Mouse legs or
cartoony.
whatever.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that.
I always
And
wanted a room like that as a kid because all of my life, okay, and this is something more about my mom than it is about me, but the way my mom designs rooms, she wants every room ever, like in our house, to look like a hotel room. Okay.
absolutely the same exact thing as my mom.
And
Absolutely. The way she's planning our new house is
mhm.
exactly like that. And I'm like, I don't want to look like I'm living in a hotel. Like, that's not the vibe I want. That's not home.
Exactly. And it used to piss me off so much because she's like, "Oh, get rid of your toys, get rid of this because hotels don't have this." And I'm like, "I'm not living in a hotel. That's like this is my room."
It
Like,
is really frustrating. It's so frustrating. I don't know
um,
why Arab moms are obsessed with like hotel like structure and like
yeah,
rooms. And it's like, okay, like hotels are fancy, but they're hotels. They're
they're
not
kind of
home.
lifeless. Like,
Yeah, it's supposed to be like lifeless and like sleek or whatever. Like I want this
mm,
to be like home. Like give
yeah.
me a fireplace or something. I don't know.
Oh, for sure,
Um,
for sure. And like, I've always been in a room that was like that. So I never had like a fun room, you know? I've never had a room with color until now. I started incorporating color into my room, like when I became an adult. So,
my room, my journey is the opposite. I lost all the color.
mm,
Um, so I was in that room. That wasn't the tacky room. That was like
mhm.
fun. I was living for that room. That was like my shit. I was like, whenever someone used to visit, I was so proud to show them my room. I was like, this is my room. Look at it.
uh,
It's so cool.
yeah,
Um, Obviously, but it was like, I can barely remember, and it's scary. It's scaring me that I can barely remember it. I remember the bed. I remember some of the furniture. I don't remember a lot else, and it's like, I'm losing my childhood. Um,
yeah.
and then I moved to
We're
this
not gonna
room
get
that
into
the room I'm living in right now. There
hmm.
used to be a small balcony that was expanded, but it was like the tackiest shit
Like,
from like
basically, like in furniture.
so I lived for, I've lived in it from 13 to now 21.
Hmm. Hmm.
From 13 to 15 or 16, it was a hodgepodge. Like I had a red. It was like I had a red rug.
I
It was
remember the and red curtains too. I think right.
My curtains were red. Yeah, I
I
had a red
remember
rug.
that.
Like my room was rugged. I do miss that. I miss my rug room. I really do. Actually, now my room right now is what is it called in English? Parquet.
Like flooring, I guess.
Like wooden flooring. What is it called? The flooring that looks like wood, but it's
Yeah,
not actually wood. I
yeah.
don't know what it's called.
Same as my room.
Yeah, but I do miss my rugged room. Like it was so comfortable to walk around. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But I had like this red rug, and I had like red curtains, and my room was yellow.
Uh,
The walls were yellow. It was
Not the
yellow
red
and
and
red.
yellow palette.
It was kind. It was. I was. I will say I kind of lived a little bit,
Okay.
but like it was. It was
Serious.
giving. It was giving, and the lighting was like hitting the right places. Like it was. It was a serve a little bit.
I
But
remember the red curtains because remember when we first bought our Wii U's and we
yes,
tried
we
the
used to
Wii U chat.
FaceTime. Yeah, we used to use the Wii U chat. And like you saw a little bit of my room. Oh my god, the
Yeah.
red curtains were wow. Very very 1950s. Um,
It's giving though.
it was good. I'm telling you, it was a look. Like my room was like wild, but it was like a specific look. Like if you
Yeah.
come in, it's an experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like
get
you're
it.
like it transports you to like a different universe.
Yeah.
Um, and I can't even remember what the color of my furniture was.
Probably would.
Well, I think
Like
it was like
dark
brown.
brown. Yeah,
I think it
okay.
was brown. Which and like imagine that color combo. It was wild. It was
Bitch.
wild. And when I was 16 till now, I completely like revamped my room. My room is now like has like beige wallpaper,
Mm.
um and like, flooring, and my furniture is brown. It's much more coherent,
Mhm.
but it's a lot less fun. Like my room is so depressing. It's drab. It's really drab. It's like, oh,
Mm.
this is a living space. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So when we break it down and rebuild it again, I'm gonna spice it the fuck up.
Oh,
I'm
bitch,
gonna
this is so fun. I'm
spice it
so
up.
excited for you to go through that journey. I'm so
I'm
excited
so
for you.
excited. I'm gonna spice it up because I'm now old enough to make my own decisions and what to tend to like, you know, let the people that are building it what I want
Yeah.
specifically, and
Yeah.
I don't really care for my parents' point. Like I'm gonna listen to them. I'm gonna take whatever good they give me, and I'm gonna leave whatever I don't want.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I'm excited to spice it up. I'm
Oh,
excited to spice
period.
it up. I wanted once there was a point in my life like I am slowly becoming obsessed with the color black. I love black. I
Oh,
really,
okay.
really love black.
Mhm.
It's slowly becoming my favorite color. And I think it started like a few years ago, and there was a point in time where I wanted like black walls. I'm fully not joking.
Oh
I
my
was
god,
like,
that's giving like very it's giving like a certain vibe, but like it's
yeah,
very
yeah, yeah, yeah.
dramatic.
Yeah, I was like, I want like completely plain black walls.
Hmm.
I want that because like
Would you do that? Like if you revamp?
now, no, because I think
Okay,
it's too
okay.
much of a risk.
Yeah.
Like it might come out and it's like I don't like this.
Yeah, I was
But
about to
it's
tell you
such
do
a
not.
vibe because I love whenever I walk into a building and the walls are black. I love the vibe.
Mm.
The vibe is just different. You know what I mean? Like there was a
Mhm.
barber that I went to once that had black walls, and it's like this is a vibe. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
black walls are so sleek. I don't know, like there's a level of like sleekness and
Because
professionalism.
because like you're so used to like white walls. Because usually walls are just white.
Yeah, or
So
bright
like
colors or like beige. Yeah, anything bright. So when
yeah,
you
so like
walk
when it's like
in,
black and it's like ooh
it
like.
hits. It hits.
Mhm.
And it's like the lights hit in the right locations, and it's like the way the light bounces off black is
Mhm.
completely different than it does with any other color.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's just so sleek. I love black walls. So I was like fully considering, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my room, to be honest.
Look,
I
don't
don't.
do. I'm gonna tell you something. So my room, I've always been the same room my whole life, but it has had two like major revamps. Okay, the
Hmm.
first one was when I came back from the U.S. My
Hmm.
mom like completely revamped my room, and it had like this gray um color palette. Like everything was gray. The curtains, the all of the furniture was gray,
Hmm.
the rug and everything. And I I was okay with gray because it's like a neutral color, and it's like gray um has that like oomphness to it. Like I don't know how to say it, but like
My
I really
sister's
like.
I know what you mean. My sister's room is gray. The main
Okay.
color palette is gray,
Oh,
and
period.
it's sleek.
It's sleek, yeah,
Yeah.
and I love the room, and like I've lived in it, and like I've always been all right with it. But when COVID started, so okay, my room obviously, yeah, I live in it, but I barely see it because I go to school all day, and then I come back, and then sometimes I'd go to the gym or like go out and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not in it all the time.
Hmm.
But when COVID started, I was in it 24/7,
Yeah.
and that's when the gray started to get to me because it started to really drab out my room. Like I really started to feel like, oh my god, like I personally think I'm a colorful person, and like my room has no color. It's just gray.
Not a colorful person. Therefore, my room needs to have color. We love the thought process. I love it.
Bitch. And that's why I was like, okay, I don't have the budget to completely revamp my room, but I want to do like major changes. So like
Hmm.
obviously like yeah, and he changed like the couch, changed the carpet, changed like the
Hmm.
bedding. That already changed up like the entire room, and just like introducing like new things to the room. Anyway, my main point was don't like okay, have a neutral color, when you go for your room, like when you revamp it, have a
Mhm.
neutral color that's like all that's there everywhere in the big furniture pieces, like the TV table, the desk, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I'd say add a hint of color in stuff like the blankets and the pillows and the carpet, because that if you get sick of it, you can always change it.
Mhm. You're
Yeah,
right.
that's it.
I might actually go for gray.
Oh, period.
I'm considering because I'm over the brown palette because
Hmm.
my room right now is mostly brown.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we love a brown skinned girl, but like it's time to move on a little bit. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I'm considering gray. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it because like it's gonna take a while to like rebuild the house, and I
Yeah.
haven't even thought about like furniture and like walls and stuff like that.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna live in a hotel or like are you gonna rent a place?
we're renting a house.
Okay, period.
Yeah, because it's gonna take like a year and a half. So it's like we
Mm.
can't like live in like a hotel for that long.
Yeah, that's a
That's
lot of
crazy.
money.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of money. That's crazy expensive. And we
Mhm.
considered like an apartment, but it's like might as well just go for a house. You know what I mean?
An apartment would be cute because like you're just three people
Basically, yeah.
without the guests like that are always coming in.
We're four people.
Four, okay.
It's me and my dad and my one sister and me. Because
Oh,
my
I forgot that your one sister still lives with you. I forgot
yeah,
about that.
my other sister doesn't, but
Mm-hmm.
my first sister still does. Yeah.
Mm.
So it would be four people.
Oh,
But if I
period.
think
Okay.
if we had gotten apartments, I think we might have gotten like separate apartments. I don't remember the plan, but it was like
That would have been cute though. I would have visited you.
yeah, I would have loved living alone.
Mm.
I was for it actually, but they were like, you know what, a house is better because we're used to like the home environment or whatever and stuff like that. And it's like
You're like,
there was
oh.
like the cooking question came into like who when we cook, like what's gonna happen. It's like we need a house.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know. It's I'm not ready to, I feel like I'm not ready to say goodbye, but I kind of have to. That's a
Yeah.
metaphor for life. Thank you for listening to this episode of MK. Um,
Wait,
no,
Khalifa,
yeah.
you claim to be my best friend, but you've never showed me your room.
There's nothing to. I mean, well, you never came and saw it, so who
No,
is it?
well, I sent you pictures of my room.
Barely. You haven't shown your room either. You've shown me the table where the
Oh,
where you
really?
put
I
all the
haven't shown.
stuff. I've
Okay.
never seen your room either.
Okay, then after the show, we're gonna send each other like pictures of our room.
But like my room's like really messy right now.
That's
I don't
fine.
want because I'm packing Uchi.
I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge messiness.
Fine. So, but it looks really empty. It's empty for a reason. You'll know why. So you know why because I'm packing Uchi. So I'll
Yeah.
send you pics. I don't know. I
Okay,
can't believe we
period.
haven't actually seen each other's room. Like we don't have that culture here anymore. Of like
Yeah.
when we were kids, it was fine to like visit houses, but like we're older now and like culturally that's a no.
I kind of really hate that because
I hate it so much. I hate it so
Khalifa,
much.
like if we were like if we didn't have like that kind of culture, like you would practically live in my house. Like I'd always have my door open.
Absolutely, bitch. We would always be over at each other's houses, like always,
Yeah,
like
like I
with
always
no
wanted to be like
question.
I always wanted to be like that one friend that like basically lives in my friend's house. Like and like I get to sleep over whenever I want, and like
And
I'm
listen,
pretty much a
it's
part of the
it's not
family.
fair because for girls it's fine. That culture is fine.
Yeah, for sure, for
Like one
sure.
one one of my sister's friends,
Hmm.
she's always at her house, always,
Yeah.
always, 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 and it's like, well, I want that. You
Oh,
know what I mean? But I
for sure.
can't.
When my sister used to live with us, well, she got married and left. There's no drama there. When she used to live with us, her
When
friends were
before she got
pretty.
kicked out of the house.
Her friends used to like be pretty much family members. They used to always be here. They'd be here for like meals. They'd be here for everything.
Yeah. Ugh, I
That's so
hate it. Like
interesting.
that's
In a
so unfair.
male-dominated society,
Mm.
why can okay whatever.
Yeah, that's an interesting conversation. There's an interesting conversation to be had there. Before we go,
Mhm.
I wanna talk about something that we've
Okay.
completely forgot to talk about, and it's over, and it's like it's been talked about so much. What did you think about the Will Smith thing?
Oh, Oh, I don't. Okay, I didn't realize that we never talked about this.
We never talked about this.
Okay, here's the thing. I think. Okay, Chris Rock did kind of go a little bit like okay, he stepped on the line. Okay, he stepped on the
Yeah,
line.
yeah,
I don't think it warranted a physical altercation.
yeah,
Um, it didn't warrant a physical altercation. I appreciate the gesture that Will did, like for his wife,
yeah.
but come on now, like Jada doesn't like. I'm sorry, like I'm sorry. As an individual, I love Jada, but as a partner, I don't think she deserves that.
And listen, and I thought, listen, I had no idea she was sick. I
Mhm.
thought that was an intentional choice because it looks really good on her.
Oh
I think
yeah,
she looks
period. Yeah,
really good with no hair or like with really short hair. I think she looks that style fits her. I was
yeah.
watching Scream. I did the Scream marathon and she's in the opening scene of Scream 2. She's the one that gets killed in the beginning.
Okay,
Um
not the spoiler. Okay,
no, because in Scream movies there's always like the opening scene
it's
where
like
someone
someone
gets
getting
killed.
killed. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's like the opening girl. It's called like
Yeah.
the opening whatever. And she's like the opening girl in that movie.
Hmm.
And she had a similar haircut, like a
Oh,
short-ish.
period.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
she's been dealing with this for a long time, obviously, and it sucks. But I thought, it really looks good on her. It looks a lot better on her than like actual hair. So it's like, I get being touchy, but I thought that was interesting. But anyways, that has nothing to do with the conversation. I do agree that it didn't like it shouldn't have warranted like a physical altercation. Listen, if he just said keep my wife's name out of your mouth and stopped right there, I think that would have been fine.
That would have been fine. Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
slap wasn't needed.
the slap wasn't needed. But I will say, people
Mhm.
that are calling for him to get arrested and
No,
go to
this is yeah.
jail,
This is too much.
we're doing too much at this point. Because
Yeah.
okay, this might be like an American thing, and specifically a white American thing.
Hmm.
Slapping is not a big deal here. Like
Yeah.
people slap each other all the time here, and it's like
Yeah.
it's not considered like physical assault here or anything like, you know what I mean. So
Hmm.
it's like to see the reaction of like he should go to jail, and I'm like it was just a slap. Like if he had punched him, I feel like I would have reacted differently.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just something about it being a slap that's just such a small thing to me. Like obviously it's still like a physical, a physical thing, and obviously that's still like wrong.
Yeah.
But there's something about it being a slap
That makes it a
that's
little like lighter for you.
that makes it a little lighter for me because like
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people slap other people here. It's like a
Uh
part of Arab culture.
huh.
so it's like so it's like I just thought like I think the whole situation was like obviously Chris stepped on a line. They do, however, I do want to side with him a little bit. Then I side with him obviously,
Hmm.
but even on that point, I side with him because like Oscars hosts usually drag like
Yeah.
people. You know what I mean?
Oh, for
It
sure.
is
And
about an illness, which
mhm.
is like a little but like Ellen once made like called Liza Minnelli a man or something.
Uh,
You know what I mean? So it's like they do like go for low
and at the
hits.
end of the day, like okay, like Chris Rock is a comic. Okay,
Yeah,
he's not an insult comedian, but he's a comic.
yeah.
Um, and like okay, yeah, and the joke wasn't that strong. Like
It
okay,
wasn't
it
that
was just
bad.
he was just joking about her hairstyle, but like it didn't like I don't know.
But after the fact, there's this thing that came out of him like he's been making jokes about it. Like there's a
Yeah.
compilation of him making jokes about like specifically hair and
Data?
like Jada's
Oh,
hair.
just hair. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was
Interesting.
like a bunch of, so maybe like so there was like some pent up energy there also. So it's like
Mhm.
I don't know, but like, I think the whole situation is just so crazy. Like what happens, the response to
This
it.
was giving 2007 to me. Like this was like
It was giving that era.
it was giving the same era of like Britney kissing like Christina Aguilera. Or
Yeah,
who
yeah,
did she
yeah.
kiss? Madonna?
Madonna,
No.
yeah.
Madonna.
It
Okay.
was Madonna. Um, did you see Judd Apatow, who is Maud Apatow's father?
Hmm.
Maud Apatow plays Lexi in Euphoria.
Hmm.
Um, her father, Judd Apatow, tweeted, and he got dragged for it. Thankfully,
What did he tweet?
he tweeted, "Oh my God, Will Smith should go to jail. He almost killed him. He could have
What?
killed him. And I'm like,
This
he
is
could have killed him? What are you talking about?
this is racially motivated. This is
There was some racial motivation, like
with the whole reaction, by the way, with the whole like,
the
oh, he should never
whole
be
reaction. It's
invited
like,
to like
okay,
award
he
shows
did.
and blah blah blah. It's like, come on.
Yeah, come on. Like, let's calm down. Judd Apatow tweeted something along the lines of like, there was so much unbridled, unhinged like aggression on Will Smith's face. He could have killed him. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, whoa, where is this coming from, Judd Apatow? Is there something you want to tell us about Black people? Like, how do you feel? Unbridled rage? What is happening? Like, let's calm down a little bit. And Mbarak, he got fucking dragged for. He deleted the tweet and he had to lock his account for like a day.
As he should.
Dragged for.
As he fucking should. As he should.
And it's like a meme now. Like, whenever something happens, people say, "Oh, he could have killed him," referring to Judd Apatow. So it's like, oh my god! So, like, where did that come from? Because Judd Apatow was like, there was this whole thing where comedians were like felt like under attack because Judd Apatow was like a comedian allegedly. He's not. I don't find him very funny, but whatever. That's why, by the way, that's why people call Maud Apatow like a nepo baby. Because
okay.
her father's Judd Apatow and he has connections and stuff like that. And that's how she got
her
on.
mother is something too.
Yeah, that's how she got on Euphoria, allegedly. Because her dad knew Sam Levinson or whatever. I mean, she does a good job as Lexus or whatever, but like, and like, I wonder like what another actor in that role would have done. Like,
yeah,
that's interesting.
What would Troian Bellisario have done in this role?
Oh, that's good casting.
Can she still play high schoolers?
I mean, she looks really young.
Okay, period.
Oh, that would have been. Oh, that would have eaten. That would have eaten.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Now you put that in my head.
Cast Troian in more things. Like,
does she act anymore?
I don't know. The entire like PLL girls, like except for Shay Mitchell, surprisingly,
except the worst actor on the fucking cast is still getting cast. All of them fell off. Lucy Hale like did 2 shows that both got canceled. I haven't seen Ashley Benson in anything.
Yeah.
And Troian completely fell off too. Like, I haven't seen them, and I haven't seen like who's
Sasha.
Mona's actress.
Janelle Parrish.
I haven't seen Janelle Parrish in anything. I haven't seen Sasha Peterson in anything.
Except for The Perfectionists, for both of them. But that's it.
Which also flopped. So
Marlene locked them in her basement.
Where are the girls? Like, how did Shay Mitchell get out? Like, Shay Mitchell's living her best life, still acting. She was on one of the biggest Netflix shows. Like,
that's insane.
That's insane that the worst actress on that show is still getting gigs. Like, I will say, Shay Mitchell, she was a lot better in You. I will say. She was a lot better in You. A lot. Like, I still hated her acting.
A lot of gigs, so of course, like, her acting is gonna improve.
I can't. Oh my god, Shay Mitchell's like enemy of the pod #1. Like, there's. I don't know. Whenever I think of Shay Mitchell, there's like this unbridled rage.
For sure. My fist clenches like when I think of Shay Mitchell. But yeah, overall, like the Will Smith thing, like I don't agree with it, but I don't think it's as big of a deal as people are making it out to be.
Yeah, like the reaction has been insane. It's like
there's been worse stuff that happened in award shows, like even lately. So like, I don't know.
Bitch, one time they booed someone off stage or something. Like, the Oscars don't have a bright history at all.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, this isn't like the first time this has happened, and they're like, take the Oscar away from him, and it's like Roman Polanski still has his Oscar, and
Harvey Weinstein. Hello.
What?
Harvey Weinstein.
Roman Polanski still has his Oscar, and he's like a serial rapist. So it's like, you're calling for this, like, sure, you want to consider like taking his Oscar back, sure, but if you take his Oscar back, you better take the Oscar from Roman Polanski back, and like Harvey Weinstein or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, here's why I think the reaction has been like this from the Academy, because they banned him for 10 years, which I think is insane. 10 years is a lot.
It's a lot.
I was thinking like 5 years max. 10 years is
not even 5 years. I'd say like just banned like for a couple of years, like
a decade. Are you kidding me? I will say, I forgot my train of thought. I will say the reason the reaction has been aggressive from the Academy is that I think they're not doing this because it's ethically correct. They're doing it because he embarrassed them.
Mm.
Because Roman Polanski and Harvey Weinstein, all of this criminal shit they did not
Like
on the stage.
not on the stage, yeah.
Yeah, Will Smith did this on the stage, and they were like, "You're lowering our prestige, whatever, blah blah blah."
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is why we're doing this, and it's such like a fake. Like the energy is so fake. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like if you want to stand up for like assault or whatever, half of the people that are in the audience would not be invited because half of these bitches are like
Exactly.
sexually assaulting people and shit like that.
Exactly.
So it's like let's not pick and choose, okay? Um, I just
Bitch, if
thought
you're
that
such a
the whole thing was
prestigious show,
interesting.
don't get Ellen to host it. Like,
Listen, I will say, out of all the hosts, Ellen ate.
she did eat. I think Steve Harvey also ate.
Did Steve Harvey host the Oscars once?
Bitch, he had that big fake out with like the. Oh no, that was Miss Universe.
That was Miss Universe.
Okay, I'm getting the award shows mixed up. Okay, I thought it was Steve Harvey. Okay, sorry.
No. So, Oscars, I think Whoopi Goldberg hosted once and she did great. Ellen
Alex
hosted.
Baldwin.
Oh, not Miss Murderer on set. Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God. Oh God.
Child.
Let's talk about that. Jeez. Rest in
Child.
peace to the person that died.
Yeah.
Not him shooting someone on set. What is happening on these? Like, I can't.
And getting
Not him.
away with it, kind of. Like,
Literally getting like he has faced no repercussions for it. It was an accident, and I do feel bad for him. But like there needs to be some sort of punishment. Like
yeah.
people that like kill people on and like car accidents still, get
Like,
punished.
get
I
punished,
don't
yeah.
know. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
like
period.
Alan hosted the year Alan hosted. I think it was the year 12 Years a Slave was nominated for Best Picture and I think won.
Oh, okay.
Because she made a joke. I remember this joke vividly. She was like, either 12 Years a Slave wins Best Picture or you're all racist. And
Uh,
everybody was like, ha ha ha. And it won Best Picture.
oh,
Um,
period.
I remember that Oscar ceremony specifically also because Lupita Nyong'o won Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress. And like her speech is one of my favorites of all time. So I remember that
Ah.
vividly. Um, yeah. My God. Oh my. We need a whole episode about the Oscars because like I'm obsessed. Anyways,
Yeah, I love the Oscars.
I was watching it live when it happened. When that whole thing
Oh,
happened.
you were?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like
This
awake
is
at
the
4
first
a.m.
Oscar
watching.
that like I don't watch live.
Oh, you missed out because like I was scrolling on Twitter and everybody thought it was a bit, including me. Like I was like, okay,
Uh-huh.
that was fake. That was a
Uh-huh.
fake thing. And then like slowly, like the slow realization of like people slowing the footage down and seeing Will Smith's hand come in contact with
Yeah.
Chris Rock's face, and it's like, oh my
Oh
God, no, this was
no.
real. So yeah, it was just wild. I do think the reaction is unwarranted. I do
Mhm.
think it's like the most interesting thing that has happened at the Oscars since the Moonlight fiasco.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Oh, for sure.
hey, at least he made the life of the party, and I can't
Oh,
like we
that's what I
love a
was
good
getting
drama
mixed
queen.
up with. I was getting mixed up with Miss Universe and the Moonlight stuff.
No, that happened on the same year. That's why it was crazy because Steve
It's
Harvey
the
mixed up the
same.
Miss Universe winner, and like 2 weeks later, La La Land won instead of Moonlight by accident. Like it was just
Yeah,
like what was
that's
happening.
okay. Okay, that's how I made that connection.
Yeah,
Okay, period.
2017 was what was it 2017 or 2018?
I
2017.
think it was no. I think it was 16.
2016. Yeah, oh, 2016, yeah. When La La Land came out in 2016?
Yeah,
Trash. Anyways,
I still
um
didn't watch it. Anyways,
it's
um,
whatever. Don't.
Haven, before we go, I want to say something. Last episode has a lot of listeners, and I did not expect that at all.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's so bad.
Exactly. I was like, oh my God, we're talking about really personal stuff, but okay.
It's not about that. Also, it's because my environment was not great. Like it was so noisy on my end, like crazy
Child.
noisy.
But I didn't realize that during the holy month of Ramadan, um, more people are gonna listen to us because a lot of people don't listen to music in Ramadan.
That is true,
And
including us. Totally. Yeah.
I'm fully listening to music. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I have listened to music. I'm so sorry.
I'm not
Listen,
here to be a poster child.
and I
Okay.
hated it. I hate it because I got into the habit in January of getting ready in the morning to music, and specifically to Down the Line, the
What's that
Euphoria
line?
season 2 trailer song.
Which one is it? Like,
Right down the line, do 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 do.
is it the one that starts with do-do-do-do-do? No, wait.
Dun
Okay.
da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da
Oh,
da
the
da.
first trailer.
Yes, the first official trailer. Yes, for season
Okay,
2.
okay,
It's like
okay,
a
okay.
licensed song,
Oh,
and
okay, okay, okay.
it's like my getting ready song now. I'm
Oh,
obsessed
period.
with it because like it's so
Period.
groovy and it's so like, you know what I mean. Like it just gets me in the mood to get ready,
Mm-hmm.
and I got into the habit of doing that. And then Mulan came, and I was like, oh my god, I need to get ready for uni. And I've gotten so used to getting ready with music that I have to, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
But I try not to do it. I try not to do it a lot.
Par. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, like, since it's Ramadan, the listeners are gonna go up, honey. So
Didn't we talk about personal shit here too?
yeah, but
We love that.
last time more than this time.
Last time was like we were fully dragging our parents, like fully, like
Yeah,
low
yeah,
key. So
for
it's like,
sure.
mom, dad, if
We
you
have a
listen
new
to the
super
previous
fan, by the
episode.
way. I need to tell you.
A new super fan?
Yeah, someone
Who
from
is
my
it?
uni. Well, not someone from my uni. One of my friends from uni. Her name is Bethana, and she
Okay.
was recently discovered the pod, and she has been so obsessed with it. She's like marathoned like so many episodes, and she's
That's
like, "Oh my
always
god,
like
I'm so obsessed."
that's always so crazy to me when that happens. It's always so
Yeah,
crazy to me.
it's so crazy.
Like, who
I'm
the
like,
fuck
how?
wants to listen to us talk?
Bitch, I don't even like. I don't know.
Anyways.
Yeah, but she really enjoys it, and I wanted to like give a shout out to her.
Period.
And yeah, with that, this has been another episode of MK Pre-Futur. We should do like Fawazir Ramadan like stuff. Oh my god, that would be next year.
Not the Halima Bollands of
God, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
very that.
of
Like,
MK.
by the way, Halima Boland is drag. Like that is.
Where did she go? What happened?
I have no idea, but that is drag. That was literally Drag Race.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
She fully like puts on drag. Like we
yeah.
love that for her. Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, thank you
Anyway,
for listening to this episode of MK. I don't know what we're gonna tell with this.
the one without a topic, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to follow us on social media, our ats are at the MK Pod. That's THEMKAYPOD. The MK Pod, THEMKAYPOD on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And yeah, please
And
make sure to.
Instagram. All right, you started an Instagram account.
Yeah, we are on Insta. We only have one post, but
Okay.
it's only there. It's only there so like we say that we have Insta.
Okay.
We're both not Insta users, but yeah, please leave a review. Bethana, I'm talking to you. Like, since you're a super fan now, please leave a review.
But I will literally force someone to write a review. It's so funny.
That's fake news. Yeah, please write a review. We really appreciate it, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And yeah,
we'll see you next week. Hopefully, I don't know.
See you next week if there's no surprise hiatus. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Des. Bye.
Bye. Goodbye, Des.
You gagged me with that. You got me.
Goodbye, Des.
Goodbye, Des.
Bye.